How's it, guys? Welcome to Footy with Nemo. Today we're talking about Granada versus Barcelona. Barcelona dropped some points, sharing a point with Granada and losing out on 3 points, which is going to damage their chances of getting the title, with now them sitting in third and Girona in second and Real Madrid in number one. If they actually won this game, they would have still been 1 point behind Real Madrid, but it's unfortunate because Granada came in and unfortunately ruined their chances of stealing the win in this match. There's nothing much to say. Granada actually were my favorites coming into the match. They, in the last 3 meetings with Barcelona, they actually came out with 2 wins and actually a win also. Two draws. 2 draws and a win against Barcelona. So Granada is a heavy team that Barcelona have to come to. It's a heavy team that Barcelona seems to struggle with. But nevertheless, the result is 2-2, leaving Barcelona and third in La Liga, just behind, like I said, Girona and Real Madrid at number one. So I've got to say, Girona were defending really good. They came out with the formation of 4-4-2. They looked like they were going to defend and mostly in the midfield of Barcelona, which is what you should do if you are a team which doesn't have the resources that Barcelona have. Barcelona is going to control the midfield. So the best thing you can do is overload the midfield and to make sure there's a lot of numbers to prevent Barcelona from creating chances. So Granada did so, and they had a lot of numbers. And there were times where they were defending with 5 midfielders or 5 players in the midfield. There were times with just 4 players. And when it came to attack, you just saw maybe 2-3 midfielders right there. But when it came to defense, they really defended deeply, especially in the second half where you found them having 5 defenders sitting back and deep. It was a very weird game, and the first goal was actually scored within 17 seconds. Granada scored in the 17 seconds of the match starting, leading, which is bad. It's one of those things where you didn't see it coming, and then the second one you also didn't see it coming. It's almost like these were defensive errors made by Barcelona, but not to take any credit away from Granada, because those were 2 beautiful goals that they scored by their side. So nothing I can take away from them, but it's just also unfortunate for Barcelona. And let's get down to it. The game actually showed why they actually needed Dembele. I saw that Barcelona was trying to kind of still control the midfield, like they were forcing the midfield, and there was so much space for them to occupy within the flanks. And yes, you could say, but they use their fullbacks to, kind of overlap and everything. That's good and all, but you can't commit your fullbacks all the time because it leaves your defense very vulnerable. So it kind of left Barcelona in a weird place where they couldn't create chances within the flanks, so they had only the midfield to kind of force their opportunities. Of course, it's Barcelona. They're one of the best. They are the best teams when it comes to tiki-taka and passing the ball, so they will find a way. But it shows that what Dembele did when he was at Barcelona is he actually allowed them to have a lot of play in the flanks as well. So it's unfortunate. And they're also missing Rafinha. What Rafinha would have also provided, what Dembele would have provided. So it shows that they lacked some wings. They lacked fullbacks to kind of give them attacking options, to say we don't only have to create goals within the middle. We can try to build it from the wings and, get it into the center. So it's just one of those matches where you're kind of thinking, oh man, if only Dembele was there, because there was so many open spaces within the flanks. But unfortunately, it wasn't. If only Rafinha was there. Yamal isn't that type of player to kind of do play like that as a normal natural winger. Like Vinicius Junior, Dembele, or Rafinha, where you try to overlap. If not overlap, play within the flanks. Try to use the spaces in the flanks. Yamal seems to be kind of that winger that just comes in, or they used him in the match to be that winger that comes in a lot of the times. Yes, Yamal is very good, but like I said, he wasn't exactly what Barcelona needed in this particular match. They needed a Dembele, they needed a Rafinha, you know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is. It's one of those matches that they got unlucky with. Now there was also something they actually did in the first half. I think Kunde got injured and like he was injured and was limping and he was trying to force himself to come back in and he came back in. Now he obviously came out. He was like he couldn't play any longer. So second time coming, and he got substituted out. So here's what I'm coming to. Right, I didn't really understand why they allowed him to come back in, especially with the amount of games that are still yet to come up. I mean, El Clasico is a few weeks away. Yet again, Kunde is risking himself for this match, which shows Barcelona they still want to win. Like I think there were 2 goals down, and yet again Kunde still wanted to play, which kind of shows the kind of defender he is. But to risk him, I think that was that. I don't think it was worth it, especially when it's El Clasico coming. Like I said, in just weeks, a matter of weeks or days away. So it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that Kunde is injured, so we'll have to obviously see how bad his injury is. We'll have to see how long is he gonna be out for, if he's gonna be out at all. It was actually a blow. I honestly I thought they should have just substituted him out the moment he felt discomfort and put Arejo in, and actually putting Arejo in kind of calmed down the defense. It shows that I think Kunde wasn't playing at his best, and Arejo coming in, it kind of calmed down the game, it calmed down the defense, allowed Barcelona to defend well and to attack as well. But yeah, so yeah, Yamal officially becomes the youngest goal scorer in La Liga history. So yeah, nothing much about it. I think a lot of Barcelona fans, they're loving him. They're saying he's next thing. But how many times have we heard that? We've heard that about Ansu Fati. We're hearing about that with there was another player that had another season. They were like, yeah, the next Messi. I think they're always looking for like the next Messi, the next homegrown talent that they can boast. Do I think Yamal is that player? I think they still need to give chances to Ansu Fati. I think Ansu Fati is that player but it seems like they don't give him as much chances as they should. I think if Ansu Fati came into the match, he would have gave something. Yeah, in that particular match, he would have gave something that Barcelona were missing. So I'm not too sure if he's injured or something, but I'm assuming they're just not playing with him because of he lost favor in terms of play time, in terms of the lineup. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it is what it is. They're playing with Yamal. Ansu Fati is no longer the next Messi now anymore. He's just the wannabe. Oh, is Fati still even in Barcelona? I gotta keep up with these things, eh? But yeah, I've gotta say, Barcelona were actually strong in the second half. I won't lie. They defended really well. I think that was because of Arejo coming in, like I said, and they also added some. They allowed Gundogan to come forward, replacing, putting somebody to defend in the midfield, and allowing Gundogan to come forward, which allowed when Gundogan is playing in like a little bit up front, it kind of does create some more chances for Barcelona. And in the second half, they attacked more. I think they had more shots on target, more carrying of the ball forward, and more everything. And it looked like no matter what they could do, Granada just couldn't get the ball. And if they did, it wasn't for long because Barcelona were pressing extremely well. And they were getting the ball really good places as well. But hey, that's it. Yeah, Barcelona, I don't know who it was. I think it was João Felix. He scored the third goal that would have won Barcelona's game. In my opinion, was that offside or onside? So it was offside not by João Felix who scored the goal, but it would have been it was declared offside by obstruction, which doesn't really make sense. The ball comes from the flank, crossing in, and then the play that they say was obstruction, it was offside. Like, I don't really understand. Like, the ball is not going towards the goalkeeper, so he isn't blocking anything. He's actually just standing there, and playing the dummy that he's gonna take the header, but he isn't, and another player takes it. So it was kind of off. It was kind of awkward that they kind of didn't allow. Well, they didn't let the goal be the goal. Yeah, these rules are so confusing. These disallowed goals, especially where the Joao Felix was clearly onside, and in my personal opinion, there really wasn't any obstruction from the goalkeeper. Like, like I said, the ball was coming from the flanks. You could see that the player who was offside wasn't anywhere near from the ball. Yeah, it was just one of those weird ones, man. Uh, the whole offside, especially the obstruction side of the offside rule, it confuses me. It needs. So I think I have to do some research on it. But yeah, I think my man of the match of the game has to be Zaragoza with the brace from Granada. He played fantastic, especially the composure he had in front of goal, the composure he had when it comes to play defenders. He's extremely fast. The way he just ran past all the Barcelona defenders, he's probably Granada's best player. He's really good. Hopefully there's more for him to come. He's having a really good season, and yeah, we'll hopefully he doesn't get snatched up by a Premier League team or Saudi Arabia. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and until next time, ciao.